Hello everyone, Severt is here. well. Welcome back. Where we last left off is when Izuku has finally come out of the little hospital of his father and decided to go out on a little walk. After that, and the next day he just gone into UA, regardless, without caring for what All Might and Principal Nezu told him, telling him that he should not come tomorrow because he want to be a hero. He will not gonna let some loose of oxygen stopping him. In the end, Aizawa showing him the red eye, literally scaring the shit out of him and telling him that he will gonna kick him out of UA if he tried to break his rules. Izuku leave UA while everyone is just enjoying a nice, day in the train, Heroes versus Villains exam. And in the night, he told his father and mother on the phone that he will gonna, just walk for a little bit. In the end, he remembered what, Mr. Joker told him, which is he told him about 3 people that one of them is actually the one that killed Izuku mom. And Izuku couldn't believe it, but he kept those 3 names, 3 names in his head, which are Chisaki Kai, Enji Todoroki, and last but not least, and again I forgot the fucking name, Takami Keigo, which is the 3rd name that Joker gave to Izuku. In the end, Izuku told himself that he will gonna find the truth as a hero, and Joker literally spawned behind of him, telling him that he's a stupid idiot, and if he want, he can, help him to infiltrate the little, agency of Endeavor. Izuku decided, like a stupid idiot, to come through the front door and just to ask Endeavor personally, telling him, "Hey, Endeavor, are you the one that killed my mother?" Yeah, that's what's happening in his head, because he just doesn't want to play Joker game and become the devil that he wants him to become. In the end, Izuku find himself in front of a Endeavor agency, as he said, "Alright, Izuku, go straight to the point, don't waste any time. Tell him, are you the one that killed my mother?" Well, it's so weird when I say it in a loud voice, but anyway. Here it goes, as he's so nervous, smiling with such a big smile. After that, he come into front of the woman that's just talking on the phone and everything. Izuku said, "Ma'am, can I talk with Endeavor?" "Sorry, you kid, but Endeavor is right now so busy to give you an autograph. So please leave the place," as Izuku said. But as the woman immediately pressed on a button and said security, as the security just come and kick Izuku out of the place, as Izuku out saying, "Hey, I am the only one that he know how to kick here," as he hear a sound from behind saying, well, tell me, is Endeavor is the one that killed your mother? Did you finally found the truth that you always been searching about it like a hero?" As Izuku looking behind, he see Joker and said, "Alright, fine, I'm gonna go by your way." As Joker said, "Cool," as he immediately throw something to cover Izuku's mouth with it. Not all his faces, just his mouth and his head. His eyes, he's not really a mask, it's just like an Oni mask. And if you doesn't know what's the Oni, it's basically a devil in Japan, in the Japanese. I wish. As Izuku just looking at the mask saying, "Really? You gonna give me this?" "Yeah, what's wrong with it? I mean, it suited you very well. You are a villain, I mean you are a devil, and the mask is a mask of a devil, so I think is very good for you." As Izuku said, "I'm gonna just roll with you and accept it." As Izuku just put on the mask, and after that, Joker just said, "Alright then, come with me," as he take him into the sewers. And after that, they just he opened like a secret entrance that he built inside the facility of Endeavor, just to collect some information from time to time if he want to sell them into some villains. As Izuku just going through the door and seeing that he's actually like and a little bathroom. As Izuku said, oh, what, are we in a bathroom? What's bathroom is this? Yeah, this is the bathroom of Endeavor, don't worry. As Izuku said, Endeavor, but we were like we were underground. How did we get into the top of the building that fast? As Joker said, how about you look out of the window? As Izuku looking out of the window, he see that he's actually on the top of the building, on the last floor on the top. As he said, how did you even do this? Don't ask questions, come on. As he just taken Izuku into the little office of Endeavor, which is of course not a little office. It's a whole floor just for his office. As Izuku, seeing Endeavor, desk and everything, he go on the top, tablet of him and said, so, or the computer, and said, so, how should I hack this? As Joker said, so, you're really gonna hack to this computer? This is a very, very big crime. Taking information from the number 2 hero. If it will gonna make me find the truth, it will be worth it. A little bit of explaining to do with Endeavor later. Yeah, explaining. Go said tell him that in his face, and let's see what kind of explaining that he will do when he start burning you. Can you just shut up? As Izuku start hacking for like 3 minutes. As he starts hearing a sound from the elevator. As the elevator's doing the sound of showing that someone is there, inside the elevator, and he's going into the floor that Izuku right now in. As he said, shit, it must be Endeavor. We need to be fast. As Joker said, come on, he's gonna get very soon here. He's right now in the floor number 25. As Izuku, trying to hack, but he said, I can't, it's so hard. As Joker said, oh, you are an idiot, let me do it. As he basically just pressed on a button and opened the whole computer for Izuku. As Izuku said, what the? And immediately after that, Joker said, crouch. As both of them crouch under, the desk. Endeavor come into the place and said, I thought that I heard someone here talking. Where's that papers? As he just go a little bit closer into his desk, and while Izuku and Joker are literally under the desk. Izuku's so nervous, so his smile is so big. As Joker said, don't worry, I have a plan. And immediately Joker pressed on a button inside his phone, as Endeavor seeing on his left through the window an explosion happening on one of the buildings. As he immediately fly through the window to save everyone there. As Izuku stand up saying, did you seriously blow that building up? Don't worry, it's not a building that have people in it. I made sure that no one inside of it. It's just, a place to put your car in it. As Izuku said, I will see about that on the news tomorrow. As Izuku looking in through, Endeavor files, as he finds some information about his family, but he really not into that. He's not asking, about Endeavor family. He's asking about the Devil Footprints incident, or the Devil Flames. As he starts, searching, he find actually some information. As he quite surprised and shocked, which make him more nervous, thinking that might the number 2 hero, his hero, might actually kill someone. As Joker said, well, what do we have here? Looks like your number 2 hero is the one that killed your mother, huh? As Izuku said, I'm not sure yet. As he started looking through the files, he sees some photos of the incident, some photos of Izuku, and some information saying Izuku Midoriya, age, blah blah blah, blood type, favorite thing. How did he even know that I love dancing? Which is, of course, Izuku, trying to teach himself to dance because, to dance with his legs in the air while the flame engulfing his legs, just like a trick in the fight, basically. Izuku, after that, he starts looking through the files and finds something interesting, as he finds something said, secret information. What kind of secret information are these? As he opened the files, he finds the files being protected by a secret code. As Izuku said, secret code. Could it be, as he type on the computer, number one hero, next number one hero, Shoto Todoroki, as he just, type all the three and said, uh, it's wrong, maybe something else, as Joker said, let me try, as he just type on the computer, Shoto! Literally just typing that, how Endeavor normally scream with Shoto name, as Izuku said, he seriously have this as his little password? As Joker said, you're welcome, kid. As Izuku looking through the files, he find some evidence, some weird evidence saying that Izuku mom wasn't dead by the flames, but instead she been founding by a weird stab through her heart. And another thing, she has been found very, very burned down, nothing left from her, like not even the bones. The only thing that could, be found from her is basically some of the flesh and some of the bones, which they finally were able to actually find out that her bones has some sort of slashes on them, like she being stabbed. Something was slashing her into the point of, getting into her bones, which is surprising Izuku a lot, thinking that his mother was actually being killed. But the question is when and how and who is. As Joker said, well, and after that, the Joker said, well, are you right now believing me? Your mother has been killed, kid, before your flames managed to burn her. You're not the one that killed her, but at the same time, you are the one that made it impossible for the heroes to bury her body. So, I think you might consider running away now because Endeavor is coming in. And after that, Izuku seeing Endeavor, literally rushing at the building to go from the window, seeing that there's two people actually inside, as Joker said, let me take care of this. And after that, Joker just creating like 3 fire cards inside between his fingers and immediately throwing them at Endeavor, which after that the cards just increased the size into a very big size, blocking Endeavor view. As Joker said, well, are you gonna fly with us or something? As Izuku got hold of Joker and start flying away through the other window. As after that, Endeavor couldn't see Izuku flying away, which actually, not to let him know that is actually Izuku. After that, he come into the room and said, that was a distraction for a villain to take some information out of my laptop. The question is, who's that? As he just looking around, he see nothing has been stolen, as he said, he didn't steal anything. What is that villain is going after? I need to keep my eyes open. As Izuku after that taken his, mask off in one of the alleyways, as Joker said, wow, you're quite a good, you're really getting hold of your little flames in your legs. It's so useful to transport, really. As Izuku, just nervous, with his nervous smile, just eyes whiting, saying, my mother was killed by someone, not me. As he kinda happy, but at the same time he's fucking angry. As Joker said, no, do you believe me, kid? Well, at least we find out that Endeavor is not the one that killed her, right? I'm not really sure about that yet. I'm gonna have to ask him in the future. Don't do this, kid. He will gonna immediately know that you are the one that, got inside his little office and took the information out. So I suggest you leave him alone and start searching about the other 2 persons, Chisaki Kai and the other one that I also forgot his fucking name. I'm gonna fucking wrote it on my hand. Seriously. Which is, I'm not gonna go to him right now, as Izuku said, yeah, you're right. You're quite right. And after that, Joker suddenly disappeared while Izuku was looking on the ground, and Izuku, just decided to come back into his house. After that, and the next day, Izuku just get out of his room, start eating his breakfast, and said goodbye to his mother and father. And after that, he just got into UA. Everyone is just saying to themselves that how he's a villain and he also killed another person, blah blah blah, that shit. Izuku go into the class, and Aizawa come into the class. As Aizawa said, well, students, and Izuku, welcome back. Today we will gonna go on such a trip to the fucking training USJ or something like that. Lucky me that I'm not gonna be the one that gonna teach you today. Or wait, no. That was for the, the heroes versus villains. But, right now, Aizawa said, so, everyone, you can decide if you want to wear your stupid hero outfits or maybe your, training, you know, gym uniforms. As everyone, got into the bus, Izuku hero uniform is basically Shinra, Fire Force uniform. As everyone is just talking about who's the strongest and everything. As, Kirishima said, well, if there's someone strong, it might be Izubrow. He's so good at using his flames, and did you saw that clip on the internet from the entrance exam? What he did, it was goddamn cool. As, Baku said, that villain, yeah, it's cool when he killed people. He's a villain, even if he's powerful, I can beat him any times. As, some people start talking as Izuku, which making him nervous and start smiling. Aizawa seeing this, he said, everyone shut the hell up. Because he trying to go easy on Izuku, just like Principal Nezu told him. In the end, they finally got into, the USJ, as everyone just going down, and of course, they meet with the Hero 13 as she starts explaining about how quirk might be dangerous, and Izuku's listening to this very clearly and very, very into it. He just wants to know how to control his quirk or something like that. In the end, Kirishima said, yo, I didn't know that we have fake villains. As Aizawa said, fake villains. As Aizawa looking back, he see a purple portal open up, revealing a couple of villains. Revealing, of course, Shigaraki, Kirigiri, and the Nomo, but there's someone else. Someone interesting, to say the least. And after that, Kirigiri just teleport in front of everyone after Aizawa just jumped down to fight the villains and said, well, hello student, we are the League of Villains, and we invited ourselves today to kill the Symbol of Peace. But I doesn't see him anywhere, so I am gonna have to put every one of you into another, teleport every one of you into a random place, so I will be able to kill every single one of you. And after that, Izuku, Kirishima, Bakugo jump at Kirigiri, but he immediately managed to teleport them away. Izuku start falling from the sky with, not Bakugo, the other one, Kirishima, into, the city zone, or, the earthquake zone, as Izuku immediately starts flying using his flames and going at, Kirishima, and got hold of him as he just go down on the ground. And after that said, are you okay, Kirishima? Yeah, Izubrow, thanks. But they couldn't celebrate for a long time because villains start attacking the place. Izuku smiled and said, the one that defeat the most villains will gonna invite the other for, the one that defeat the most villains, the loser will gonna buy for him a hot dog. How about that, Kirishima? You're on it, Izubrow. As after that, they start flying, fighting against the villains. Izuku burning them, kicking them, smashing their heads into the ground, while Kirishima punching their faces like a real man. In the end, Kirishima being dragged away by another, a couple of villains, like a villain with a, a tentacle quirk, grab him and throw him away. As, Kirishima said, I'll be fine, just take care of yourself, as Izuku said, Kirishima. But before that happened, before he could go at Kirishima to help him, all of a sudden he hears a sound from behind saying, stop in your place. As Izuku spin around and he see in front of him this. He see a kid wearing a black jacket with a weird looking spear. Doesn't even wear his shoes, and he have some chains around his hands, and also his hair covering his eyes. As Izuku said, "Who are you now?" "Well, my name is really not that important, but if you really want one, you can call me. How should I? What good should I call myself? I really didn't choose a villain name yet. But how about Reaper? I think that will be, good enough. I don't know. What's wrong with you? You seem quite weird. So, you are a villain, huh?" "Yeah, isn't it obvious? I mean, from the look at me, I think most of the people are gonna immediately know that I'm a villain. I tried to go as much as villainous as possible just to, make it look very obvious, but looks like that you're so stupid to even know that." As Izuku said, "We will see about that," as he immediately fly on, Reaper, as Reaper immediately putting his, jump in the air, and Izuku, surprised by how fast he is, as he, put his spear in front of him, going at Izuku to slash him. Izuku dodging this into the left and immediately kick the spear out of, Reaper hand, as he got hold of him, got hold of his neck and lifting him up in the air, as Reaper doesn't have anything to do now and said, "You're so weak, I was expecting more." As Reaper smiled at Izuku and said, "I just was wanting to get a good look on you, Izuku." And after that, Izuku said, "What?" As, Reaper swipe away a little bit out of his, hair, swipe away his hair from his eyes using his left hand, revealing his bloody red eyes, as Izuku immediately looking into him directly. He feeling so scared, so terrified. He feeling something coming out of him, as immediately he just throw, Reaper away, and after that, he starts, touching his eyes because he feels so pain in them, and said, "Ah, what did you do to me?" As Reaper start laughing, saying, "Oh, you are a stupid idiot." And Izuku, hearing this voice, he said, "No way, this can't be." As he looking back at Reaper, he doesn't find him anywhere, but instead he find this, the only and one thing that Izuku mostly scared of, the flame demon, or the devil footprints, as, I'm just gonna call him Flame, or Pyro, yes, Pyro. As Izuku seeing Pyro in front of him, he said, "What you are a fake, how are you real?" As he hear him speaking, saying, "You are a stupid idiot, it's all thanks to my quirk." As villain name Reaper, quirk Nightmare. He can turn into the most thing that someone be, he can turn into the most thing that the person, mostly scared of just by looking into their eyes. As when he look into someone's eyes, he, will be able to see their most fears and transform into that fear. He will gonna get all the abilities that the person imagined that the thing that he mostly scared of will gonna get, even if it was the ability were useless. So let's say that, there is someone that actually scared of scared of trees. If Reaper just look into his eyes and using his, nightmare quirk, he will gonna immediately transform into a tree, which is basically not very useful. But if someone, imagining his worst fear to be able, like, I don't know, destroy half of the human just by a simple, crack of his fingers, well, he will gonna get that, as this is his quirk, Nightmare. Izuku seeing in front of him, Pyro, he said, "But you are just fake." "Not anymore, I'm real as much as you think about me as a real." And of course, Reaper can only hold his transformation for about 10 minutes, not more than that. And after that, them, Pyro just lean forward and putting his hands on the ground as flame starts coming out of his legs. Izuku actually getting scared and nervous, as he, just smiling. After that, Pyro fly at Izuku with a full speed, ready to kick him as he spin around while he's just going at Izuku, going to throw a kick at his face. Izuku being kicked into a building, and after that, Pyro said, "Oh, come on, Izuku, I was expecting more of you. Come on. You know, I was always telling you that your killer instincts are so fucking stupid, but you doesn't have them to even talk about them. You're basically weak, and I'm better than you and everything. I am everything that you ever hated in your life. I am the best version of you, the true villain, the true demon." As Izuku, just smiling, said, "No, no, 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 this can't be happening. This is not real." As he immediately fly at Pyro throwing a kick. Pyro immediately dodging this by basically crouch. And after that, he's just said, "This is not fake. Everything here is real. As much as me." As he immediately spin around on Izuku and got hold of his head before he fly away more than, fly away, as he just looking directly into Izuku's eyes with his big sadistic smile and said, "Well, well, well, how should I kill you?" As Izuku just spit in his face and said, "Kill me, right?" As Izuku engulf his legs in flames and start flying up into the sky. As after that, Pyro just leave him and start flying by his own and said, "Do you think that you are the only one that can play this trick?" And after that, Izuku and Pyro start doing some, combat in the middle of the air, throwing kicks at everyone just kicking each other, which is like slashing their legs together. In the end, Izuku has a, throw a punch at Pyro face. Pyro immediately looking back at him, chuckling to himself, and immediately give him a heads up. As Izuku, after that strong hit from the head of Pyro, immediately start falling into the ground while Pyro is going at him with the kick as he smash him, throwing him even more deeper into the ground, as he just chuckling to himself on Izuku unconscious body, saying, how sad, the little hero couldn't even defend himself. So I'm so sad at you, I about to cry some love out of my eyes. I'm really sad. Like hell I'm sad. Now I'm gonna enjoy. As he hear a sound from behind, from in front of him saying, "Easy bro." As after that, Pyro just looking in front of him, he see Kirishima, and once he look into Kirishima eyes, he immediately turned into Kirishima when he was like, with the black hair. As a Reaper said, "What the?" As if you're wondering what is this, is another side effect of Reaper quirk. His quirk, can't be turned off. That's why he always cover his eyes with hair. And also, if he turn into, when he look into someone's eyes and taking their worst fear, if that creature that he transform into, he's having a lots of eyes, well, the first person that he will gonna make a directly eye contact with will gonna turn into another thing. As after that, he just transformed into Kirishima, but with the black hair. As Izuku seeing this said, "What the?" And after that, Kirishima, surprised seeing this, said, "What the hell?" And after that, the Kirishima, which is right now, Reaper, which is right now Kirishima, but with the black hair, he suddenly starts running away. And Izuku stand up, said, "What was that, Kirishima?" As Kirishima said, "But that's impossible." "What is that?" As Izuku said, "Wait a second. Are you scared of not being able to save anyone in your life, Kirishima?" As Kirishima said, "Yeah, that's my fear. I'm scared that I might one day not be able to save anyone just because I was weak. And that's why I'm trying to become a hero, to become strong and save everyone." As Izuku said, "Well, at least your fears are more honorable than me." And after that, Kirishima, seeing Izuku fall on his face as he catch him before he smash into the ground, saying, all right, let's just take you back. The fight has already been over and the villains has already retrieved. All Might is here, don't worry." as Izuku lost consciousness, and this one gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, tell me what do you think about this part, and what do you think will gonna happen in the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say than Severed was here.